Hello and welcome to yet another rendition of I'd Swipe Right to That. I am just one of your humble hosts, Ian Castro.
And I'm Grant Smith.
And I'm Darin Wilkinson.
Beautiful. And this is going to be episode 9 of the podcast. We are going to be talking about Nickelodeon shows. Now, it's a little different from what we did last time with Cartoon Network, which bestseller, by the way. It's one of our most popular episodes. We're going to be talking about all of the shows. You know, Cartoon Network only had cartoons. Nickelodeon has live action cartoons, as well as some programming that we don't know what it falls in. Like it's a little weird, you know, like what the kids are watching these days. We don't even know if it classifies as cartoons, really. But before we get into all of that, let's start with Grant. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing a crazy week, but a good one. Anything in particular you're swiping right or left on this weekend?
I will swipe left on clumsiness. The act of clumsiness. I wanted to get a little food in my system right before we recorded this. It's an early record, which is 11:52 right now in the AM. So I was like, you know what? I have like one taco left. All I have to do is warm up the meat, get some cheese, yada yada yada. Drop the whole meat. Take it out of the microwave, and it just fucking falls everywhere. So I had like the little bit amount of meat that was left, put in a little taco, and I just had that. So I'll eat actual lunch after this. But yeah, the act of clumsiness is what I'm swiping left on, because fuck that. Oh, I can't curse anymore. Apparently, we've been getting some flack for that. Yeah. So I'm fucking sorry for that.
Did Eileen eat any of the leftover taco meat, or you just?
Yes. So basically, what I did, just because I didn't want her to eat anything seasoned, you know, just pick it up, run some water over it. She can have it. You know, it's it's not gonna. You know, she loves me now, and she's sleeping, so we're good. But what about you? Swiping right or left on what this week?
I'm swiping right on Orlando City Soccer. You know, we won the US Open Cup this week, so big represent for our Orlando City fans. So I'm very happy. It was a great game. Shout out to Noah for getting me some free tickets on that one. But nice. Really great game. It was the first time ever where they, at least for me, where I got to like sit down and they actually gave us papers that we could like put up during the game. Like all it was just like purple and gold signs for their colors, but we got to lift those up like during certain parts of the game to like show support and everything. So it was fun. It was a good time.
I'm glad to know if I need tickets. You know a guy.
Nice. But Darin, yeah, glad you spoke up. What are you swiping right or left on this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna swipe right on Walmart gas stations because they got 25 cents less per gallon than everything else around my job, and I was pretty happy with that.
Nice.
So yeah, I got to fill up for like a few dollars less. It was nice.
There you go. That is awesome. All right. Well, now that we got all the pleasantries out of the way, let's pull out that wheel of ours. If you watched last episode, we are implementing a wheel system now, just so we can talk more about certain shows, and there's like a sense of mystery to it. So you know that, you know, it's our honest opinion and we're not scripting everything on this.
Yeah, because after recent accusations, you know, we've been heavily accused. Not really.
Yeah, no, we've been getting comparisons to The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and I thought that was slander. So we had to figure out the best way to make it seem like we're not scripting this. Then toss to Grant. Okay, yep, okay, we're good.
You'll also notice that we do have a little bit. Darin decked us out with our little logo in the center as well too. So the swag is out there. Thank you, Darin.
Yeah. You know, I'll pimp you guys out whenever. No worries.
Oh yeah, yeah. Next episode, tune in. We're gonna have Darin's face on this.
It might be.
It might be. Cool. And it's episode 10, so we got to celebrate.
Yeah. Let's spin this puppy.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
And what's it gonna land on, Grant?
Adventures of Jimmy
Ah,
Neutron, boy genius.
all right. That's a good one to start off with. It was better than Blake Shelton of last week. Um, what's your relationship with this show?
I liked it a lot. I liked it. I think it was one of the big shows that Nickelodeon was like starting to experiment with like claymation and everything like that, or like CGI. I don't know. It's not claymation.
It's a different
Like,
type of animated
yeah,
show, though, for sure.
yep. It was like the first time I feel like they were really starting to experiment because if you look at like the old episodes of it, the lighting was off with it and everything. I don't know. It's a great show though. It was funny. Each of the episodes was really funny. I remember the one where there were pants that were attacking the town.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
created pants that attacked the town. Like, who comes up with this stuff? So
yeah,
I loved it. Brain Blast, that was iconic.
yeah. I still like if I like every single time I think of this show, I think of like the transitions between scenes with like all the yeah,
CGI.
dude. Like that's still like if I can close my eyes and I can still picture it like perfectly. You know what I'm talking about? Like going through like the brain waves or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that was that was very memorable. And what also comes up a lot is their crossover. We might talk about it later if it lands on it, but crossover with the Fairly Odd Parents. Like talk
Oh,
about different animation styles, and that was the real. Like there's this movie called Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame and all that, but no, I think like the real crossover between two heroes really was Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner. If we're being honest with ourselves.
I can't wait to see how they put in Black Adam in these next movies.
That's wait a second.
I
That's
don't.
DC. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, this was a great show. We were just talking about Sheen earlier. You got Carl. There's a little bit of Sheen and Carl in us all.
We had the one kid who was like slap 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 clap 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 slap 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 slap.
Yeah,
That kid.
that was a weird guy. Uh,
They had so many great characters. There was one super villain who like could never finish anything that he started.
a puzzle. Oh my god, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, no, his whole laboratory is just half-assed experiments. I remember like he never even finished a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like
Or a jelly filled donut or something like that too.
yeah, yeah. Oh, remember? Yeah, they used to hang out at that diner.
Yeah, I always kind of wanted to like go to a diner like that now because I was like, I mean, I guess they got the one at Universal that's kind of similar in style to it. You know which one I'm talking about?
Mel's
Uh,
Diner, yeah.
yeah, I don't know, like because the ice cream always looked good there too in the show.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
animation. Yeah.
let's go.
That's that's some shit right there. I mean, I think we talked about it like episode 1, but Jimmy Neutron was a part of like the Nickelodeon hotels too, right?
Yeah. I remember they would have his like face printed out and everything like that on there. The what's it called? The costume that they had like the employees wear for him. That looks kind of creepy though. Like just because he has that giant head.
He does.
So
He
it's always
does.
like very disproportioned, no matter which way, even if he's in real life. It's kind of odd.
Yeah. What was his dog's name again?
Goddard.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, robot dog. I mean, hey, who doesn't want that?
yeah, his best friend.
Yeah. So it's an easy swipe right for me.
110%. Even the movie too was really good. I like that as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But and we'll move on to the next one.
Oh yeah. While we're moving on to the next one, Darren, any final thoughts on Jimmy Neutron?
It was a really good show. I do remember the pants episode. I also remember the pizza episode when they had like faces,
Oh yeah.
and that was pretty creepy. Yeah. You guys were looking for 3D art style, I think. That's kind of where it started
There
for
we go.
Nickelodeon in a big way. Yeah. But great show. Yeah. Swipe right for sure.
Nice. All right. And now we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And we actually did have some discussion about this before the show. We're doing Nickelodeon. So we're going to talk about the Nickelodeon version of it, which
There's a lot of, I feel
Yeah.
like, because they also had the 3D animated one, and then they had the 2D one that came out recent, or I feel like that's the most recent one of them. Um, the 3D one, it seemed okay, but I think a lot of people like really have fallen in love with the new 2D one. Apparently the movie is like really great as well too. They had like a whole movie of it. I
oh
haven't
really?
I haven't seen any of it, but
Uh-huh.
spoilers, Donatello like sacrifices himself to like save the world or something crazy.
Why is it always Donatello?
The leader, man, they gotta sacrifice
Yeah.
for the greater good.
Wait, you think Donatello's the leader?
Yeah, Donatello's the leader, the one with the blue hair. The
That's Leonardo.
Oh shit, you're right, never mind. Blue, yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, why is it always Donatello? Because actually, in the comics, like I think like 5, 6 years ago, Donatello, like the comics are a lot more graphic than, of course, the cartoons made for kids. But I think Donatello gets his like shell smashed in and he dies like very horrifically.
Yeah.
So I was like, why are they always killing off Donatello? But you were talking about Leonardo.
Yep.
Nice. I was looking as you were talking, I was looking at the animation styles, and yeah, I think you said that people like the 2D more than the 3D back in the like a couple years ago.
Yep.
I like the art. I like the animation a lot better.
Hmm.
Nice.
I think it's the
I mean,
one that has like the boulder lines.
mm,
Um, I don't know, Darren, if you want to like pull it up or something like that, so way people know what we're talking about, maybe.
yeah, but Mark Hamill was a part of that.
Really?
Yeah, if you
That's
look
that's
up,
a 3D one.
yeah,
People kind of were okay with this one.
This was the
yeah,
one that made it for like quite a few seasons.
yeah, and I remember watching it, but
This was their cast.
yeah,
Mark Hamill
yeah, Mark
was
Hamill.
in it. Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
Josh played Casey.
yeah.
Josh
Yeah,
Peck.
this is the one I remember watching. What was the other one? The 2D one?
Yeah,
I think it was like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
that might be it.
Okay. Yeah, but there's so many renditions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There's a ton.
They started off as a joke. They were supposed to just be a joke, gimmicky kind of comic, like, oh, what if turtles were heroes? Back in the day. And then all of a sudden they became a cultural phenomenon. They had the live action movies, which I still love. They're very cheesy. And then Cartoon Network had their own version of the Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is the one I'm most familiar with. It was more of like the anime kind of style.
Mm.
Then Nickelodeon, I guess, has the rights to it for now and until they don't. So
Well, there's a
yeah.
movie coming out on Netflix, it looks like, if it's not already out.
Oh,
But it's
sweet. Yeah, I think Netflix and Nickelodeon are still partners, right? Because of Disney Plus.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they partnered up as Disney Plus was coming out, so Netflix would stay relevant.
Huh.
I mean, they would still stay relevant, but they didn't want as much, going away from their system.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, I I'm gonna swipe right on them as a franchise. I'm not sure if I'm gonna swipe right on the Nickelodeon renditions though.
I'm swiping left just because it's like I feel like it's very inconsistent with each one. It's kind of like Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo, there's been
Yeah.
so many different versions of it. Like, I mean, at least it's on Cartoon Network, where it's a little bit more consistent there. But I feel like because of it, like there could be, how we talk about Total Drama Island, they have like the baby version of that. I feel like
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles could do the same random thing too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too confusing for me. Maybe I'm getting too old for it, but it's wild.
Yeah. But who is your turtle? Like mine, Donatello. He was my
Oh,
favorite.
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil is your favorite turtle?
Yep.
Nice.
Mommy.
What about you, Darren?
I have to second with Grant on that one. Me and
April.
Megan Fox played April O'Neil, so she's
Oh
my turtle forever.
gosh. Oh, you're talking about the Bay version? Ugh.
Yeah.
I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second one.
I
No, you
think
gotta go to the
same.
90s ones, man.
Yeah, no, I've seen those ones too.
Sweet.
And April O'Neil is always the best turtle. I have to go with
Jeez.
Grant. He's a genius on that.
Big
I'm
brain.
going Donatello all the way, guys. Come on. Nice. Well, that was great discussion, guys. All right.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
And okay,
Our live action ones.
there we go. I mean, Turtles could be live action too.
Sure. Good
Yeah,
point.
I don't know if Nickelodeon did those though.
Yeah.
But we have Victorious, Victoria Justice, Ariana Grande or something like that.
I can't remember the name of the other. I remember there was the guy with the puppet.
The guy with the puppet. Yeah, I think the guy. Oh, his name is like Michael Bennett or something. Yeah, I think the
It's
biggest
Matt
star.
Bennett, but you were
Matt Bennett.
close.
Ooh, very close. Matt Bennett. He's probably the biggest star of this show.
And
I
he's
don't think-
Robbie Shapiro in the show, Ben Shapiro's son.
What?
Nice.
I'm serious. Look.
Wait,
See
for
that?
real?
Yeah, Robbie Shapiro.
But you're Ben Shapiro's son?
Of course. He lives in LA, right? I don't know if that's where Ben Shapiro lives, but you know.
Nice.
Huh.
But yeah, if anyone came out of the show a superstar, it has to be the puppet. I don't think anyone else has a career outside of the show, you know?
Well, Dan Schneider had a career, but that went
No. Yeah, definitely not.
down the toilet.
Yeah, no, of course we're just playing. You got Ariana Grande. This is her humble beginnings. Holy shit. Do you see what she's become? And I know there was a lot of beef with Victoria Justice and her. Like Victoria Justice was a bully to her and all that.
Yeah.
But overall as a show, it was pretty good. Looking back at it, it's kind of weird with all the feet stuff.
Exactly.
That's really, yeah.
Jeanette McCurdy, I think she came out with her like tell-all book or something recently.
Yeah.
I know that would be getting ahead to iCarly, but like, yeah, that lot of shady stuff going on at Nick Studios. So
Yeah.
but Victoria's a good example of some of that crazy stuff. I liked some of the music that they had because it was like an art school, right? It was like they would sing for different classes. I remember there was the one kid who was like a drummer, I think. I like the characters. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I really liked it. It's one of those shows where it's not a realistic high school at all.
Yeah.
Like even the artsiest of schools aren't that chill. And I remember that we could talk about another crossover. It was kind of legendary with Victorious and iCarly. They did the big old crossover as well. Where like Carly and Victoria, that was her name, I guess, on the show, right? It has to be. Yeah. Victoria and Carly were dating the same guy. So they crossed over. The reason I know this is because I watched it recently with my girlfriend. It's not like I just remember this in the back of my head all the time. But yeah. Okay, so if we may not get to iCarly later, the wheel, would you say Victorious or iCarly?
Oh, iCarly. I'm swiping right on that one.
I agree. Like if we talk about iCarly, we'll go more in depth. But I think iCarly was better than Victorious. Yeah.
For me, it's a soft right on Victorious.
I'm gonna agree with that as well. I will definitely agree. Just because good memories.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose a show, it would definitely be iCarly.
It didn't go as hard, but
Yeah.
So respect.
Respect. Yeah, exactly. You gotta respect it.
Respect. Put some respect.
Oh, and just to finish off while that's that wheel spinning, the guy who what do you say? His name is Matt Bennett, right?
Yep.
Okay. He goes to House of Blues a lot. Like he's a DJ now, so he DJs for the Nickelodeon songs.
No way.
Yeah. I had a couple friends go. I think like last month at the House of Blues. Did I say House of Blues or Hard Rock? I forget.
I think you said House of Blues.
Okay, cool. It is House of Blues, so I always get those confused. But yeah, he goes to the House of Blues a lot and DJs for the Nickelodeon songs.
That's so cool. I want to go to one of those concerts now.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. But hey, we got another live action Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
I don't know anything about the show.
Do you remember like
I
anything?
remember there would be sometimes for the transitions, like it would be him like writing in his notebook or whatever. Uh I'm probably disappointing a lot of listeners of this podcast right now, but I'm sorry, folks. I don't know nothing. I know the kid's name is Ned.
There you go. I mean,
I got that.
that's half the battle right there. So I don't think people can fault you for that one. Yeah, I'll start it off by looking at the cast here. So you got Daniel Curtis Lee. He played Simon in the show. He went on to do Zeke and Luther. He was the black friend in Zeke and Luther, if you remember. Do you remember him at all?
It sounds familiar.
Kind of sounds familiar. Okay. And then you got, I'll be fucking honest with you guys. You got Susan, Susan Crabgrass. She was Ned's like love interest. I had a big old crush on her growing up.
Imagine being in love with someone named Crabgrass, though, dude.
You gotta look at her though. And then the actress herself, she went on. She was in The Walking Dead. She was in Twilight. She's probably the biggest star out of this show, to be honest with you, because she went on to do a lot. But yeah, like I had a big crush on her growing up. And overall, I don't remember a lot of what the school tips were. Like I remember there were tips, but if you had to describe a certain episode, if I had to, I couldn't tell you. I'll be honest with you, but I have good memories of the show for sure.
Darin, you're a bit of more of an expert, I think, on this one. Anything you want to specifically chime in on?
Susan Crabtree.
Yeah, I definitely remember watching this show. Like Ian, I can't remember a whole lot of specifics. I remember the kid Toot Toot.
Toot toot.
He would leave some nasty rank ass fart
Yeah, I remember.
and
that
run
too.
away.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I remember about that show. It was like really a lot of gross out humor and
Yeah.
fun stuff.
A lot of food fights, I think.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a soft right.
I'm gonna say a soft right as well, just because of Susan.
A left. I never got into the show, but probably good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that they're really not much older than us. I'm looking at the guy who played Ned right now. He's 31. Like, really not that much older than us.
Yeah. We can
But
party
they-
with him in downtown.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think he's doing anything else with his career. The biggest thing that he's done is Ned's Declassified, so we could probably hang out with him.
The other thing with a lot of these shows as well too is a lot of these like child actors, they don't get royalties for these episodes. If you're still watching them, only the adults do for majority of it.
Yeah.
We're not even on Drake and Josh, but there was an interview. I can't remember the name of the actor for Josh, but
Josh
he, like,
Peck.
he did he doesn't get royalties for any of those episodes or majority of them. So Nick Studios, again, shady stuff. But
I mean, that's probably why yeah, I mean, if we're talking about any of these live action shows, there's been something shady going on with all of them. So I think that's probably why Nickelodeon, when I was looking at current Nickelodeon shows, they're mainly doing cartoons now. Just because of all the shady shit that happened during our generation.
Exactly. And yeah. We won't get it on a tirade on it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, just wait until our tirade about Drake Bell. No. For those of you who don't know, no, never mind. Look it up yourself.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh man.
Fanboy and Chun Chun. If you had to like take ADHD as a medication and create a show, if you gave like all of the writers and all the animators like ADHD medication, a ton of Adderall, this show is probably the outcome of that. Because it is off the freaking walls at that. Because like if you even go to the intro, like they're jumping all around the place and like it. I mean, shit, it got me like intrigued into it. It was fun. But yeah, and they were in like superhero costumes every day.
Yeah.
I don't think they wash their clothes. I'm just saying that.
Oh my gosh. You know what? These kind of I think Grant, you would be fanboy and I'd be chum chum.
Really,
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
I ship it.
I should, yeah, fuck. I really think that this is our Halloween costume for this year. Fanboy kind of reminds me of Sheen. Like he looks like Sheen a little bit.
Kind of like the lanky.
Chum Chum looks like Carl, man.
Yo.
They're borrowing animation. I'm really glad you started off on this one just because I don't have a lot of memories of it. Like I remember the off the wall antics and all of that, but oh
I
my gosh.
remember
Wow.
they I always, again, because with a lot of these shows, they just had really great food. Like, SpongeBob, like everybody would want to try a Krabby Patty. With
Yeah.
this show, their biggest thing was like the Slurpees, the Freezies or whatever it was.
I'm looking at that right now.
Because they even said it during the opening thing, like brain freeze or something. We'll play a clip later or something, but yeah, I always want to do that. The convenience store clerk in that show always seemed fun as well too. I think he was like a bully character.
His name was Boog.
Yep.
Jesus.
You ever notice how like a lot of bullies in like media, like their name is just like sound effects for like punchy noises? Book, Biff, Bop,
Nice.
or something like that. It's kind of like one of those.
Can I do I have permissions as well?
I can give you permissions. Hold up.
Awesome. I need to show you guys this
There we go.
because holy shit. Can you stop sharing your screen, Darren, really quick? Let me see if I can share mine. Share screen. I was just happening to look at, just let me see here. Is that where is it?
Oh, wait, what the?
Wait.
No.
Dude, can you see that?
Yeah.
Why are they doing the Last Supper with Fanboy and Chum?
No.
Oh my gosh. I was just going
And
through my
fanboy
shit.
is rightfully Jesus.
Yeah. My gosh, who's Judas?
It's the one to the left. It would be either the red-haired.
This guy?
No.
Oh, this guy.
The red-haired kid, I think.
Oh my gosh.
The red-haired kid. He was a wizard. Like that was the other thing with that kid. Like he was a straight up wizard. Like he had like magic powers and stuff. If y'all remember
Man,
that though.
I really don't remember any of this show like you do. I'm really glad you took this one. But the Jesus Supper didn't happen in this show, right?
I don't that made my morning. Holy shit.
Wow, that's insane.
I'm gonna die knowing that's in existence. Okay.
I'm really glad I can assist with that. Thanks for letting me share that. Yeah. I gotta get off the internet when we're looking up certain shows because I run into that kind of stuff. Man, I'm gonna swipe left. I mean, I don't really know much about this. Maybe I will, but I say that about everything I swipe left on.
Honestly, I feel like if you try to rewatch it today, like we couldn't like sit through it again. Like it is just so ADHD of a show that like it is. Well, it's a kid show, That's what the whole appeal is.
Yeah.
So I totally understand swiping left on it. Again, soft right on me, but like they're definitely a red flag as a person if they were personified for dating or whatever with the show. But yeah.
yeah, I understand. You know what? Actually, my girlfriend's sister, she's like, "Oh, you're recording your podcast today? That's cool. What's it about?" And then I it's like the first time, or like one of the first times that I've actually had to describe what we do. I felt weird about it.
yeah. With the, I mean, hey, like people swipe right on a lot of things. It's not just like dating apps for guys.
I know, right?
There's Grinder,
Yeah,
it goes, yeah.
exactly. But I mean, I think our concept's great. but to
Like
describe it,
what are we gonna call the show, Ian? The yes or no show?
you know what? I think that's coming to Nick this fall. So, yeah. Oh man. But yeah, Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Decent show.
The-
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
oh yeah. There we have to fill these silences if we don't want to use that. Well, okay.
Now, dude, this show, I remember seeing the movie. I think I saw the movie first before the show, and like watching the movie, I immediately bought that one song, Won't Back Down. Uh I bought it on my iPod mini because it went so hard because the dad cow ended up fighting all of those like wolves off, and that song was
Yeah.
playing in the background. Now I
Mhm.
won't back down. Like so good.
Well, Grant, everyone watched the movie before the show because it was a movie that got turned into a show.
Really?
Yeah, movie came out 2006. Show started 2007. Oh, we're talking about Back at the Barnyard, by the way. I don't know if Darin was able to hear it, but when you said it, I couldn't hear you.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
I'm not.
weird.
Yeah, no, you're good. So yeah, Back at the Barnyard. Cow tipping.
Bro, that kid.
Man,
Oh. I said
yeah.
my piece about the movie first. You have honors to jump into the show.
No, honestly, American CGI. Oh my gosh, yeah, this was a great show. I'm looking at the. I keep looking at the cast because the cast is so interesting to me. Because growing up, these are just guys that are doing voices.
Huh.
But when you actually delve into it as an adult, you're like, oh, that guy did that for his career. And I'm looking at Chris Hardwick, the guy who used to do Talking Dead,
Huh.
like the after show of Talking Dead.
Yeah.
He was Otis in the show.
No way.
And then you got Wanda Sykes was Bessie. Like, what the hell? I'm like, what's going on in your guys' life to be doing this? Man, fond memories of this show as well. I think we chose some really good ones, or the wheel has been choosing for us. Like, do you remember Mr. Beatty? I think that's his name. I'm trying to see the spelling here. He was like the neighbor who always sat in like the
Yeah.
couch
Yep.
or the chair. Yeah.
I remember there was what was it? Oh, do you remember questions with like Professor Pig or something like that? It would be like the halftime part of it where the pig would get like letters from the audience and like he would answer random questions.
Oh yeah, that pig was so funny.
And the mouse too.
His name was Pip.
Pip the pig.
Nice.
And then there was like the Hispanic, like the mouse had a Hispanic accent. I remember that too.
Nice. And there's a ferret. You got the dog. Oh my god, you got the kid.
The kid, he was Chad, man. Kid was he was ahead of his time, dude.
He really fucking was, man. And then oh my gosh. I said I was gonna stop looking at Google Images while we're talking about shows, but it's just too great.
Please show it.
I remember show it. Okay.
I'm sure it's amazing.
It just brought back so many memories of the show. Like, look at this. Remember when they had to disguise themselves and go out in public?
ladies out here watching the YouTube, I know you swiped right on a boy on Tinder who looked like this. I swear.
like people.
Fun fact. This is a photo of Ian while he was doing his stand-up comedy.
Like people thought in the show, like he just put on a wig and a t-shirt and that passed as a human. That's just so funny to me. And then I'm still sharing my screen, right?
Yep.
You got the God damn it.
Dad, he was this kid, you know him. He like you don't want to listen to him during an Xbox lobby. I'll say that, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you got the actual Chad Bro cows as well.
Finance majors.
Honestly. And then you got Abby the cow, Bessie. My gosh. This was yeah, okay. So I remember like they would always dress up to get like pizza delivery.
Yeah.
And they would use the pig to do so. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Boy.
That brought back some memories as well. Uh,
Good. Easy swipe right.
yeah, swipe right for me. My gosh. Darin, any memories on this one?
Yes, some very amazing memories of that show. Seeing those pictures brought it all back as well.
Nice.
Definitely a swipe right on the show. I don't remember the movie at all. I don't think I ever watched the movie though.
Oh man. Yeah, you got I think the movie would still hold up.
And because you have like a fat rat in the movie singing Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him too. But I think the most iconic scene Grant already talked about with the I won't
Bag now. I could sing that song now. And my dad is like I feel like my dad or my mom, like they're always surprised whenever like that song comes on the radio and I just know it word for word just because of this show.
Yeah, it was great.
Crazy. I'm excited.
Truly influential.
Like that's a comparison. Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
True.
I know that song because of Chicken Little.
Oh, there you
Like
go.
they like I didn't know it was an Elton John song for the longest time. I just knew it was the end song for Chicken Little.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, this one is the Blake Shelton of this episode for me.
Really.
I really don't know much about Invader Zim. Do you?
I watched a good bit of the show. A lot of girls, they were really into the show as well too. If you went to Hot Topic anytime during this era, you would see a ton of Invader Zim merch. I actually knew how to I actually practiced drawing these characters to like impress the girls at my summer camp. One of my first kisses was really into the show, and I drew like a picture of Gurr and gave it to her. Yeah, so cringing a little bit back on this. This was like fourth grade era, I think.
Your
But
first kiss was in
honestly,
fourth grade?
yeah. But the animator for this show, or the creator, he actually did a comic series before this that was like really brutal, where it's basically just a guy. It's in the same art style as the show, but basically he just goes around and kills people. Like it's a whole like comic series, like web comic series, I think. You can look it up on YouTube and watch like pretty much all the comics if you wanted. But yeah, this show it's a lot of a darker color palette. It's a lot darker. There's random characters screaming. Like it's a little like I don't know. This show is like the definition of madness at times with like how weird and zany the characters were.
Is it Facts of Doom?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. It was just yeah. But the show has a pretty good fan base for it. It's a fun one, Invader Zim. I'd recommend watching it like now in these days. I think it's like still digestible a little bit more so than like Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Okay. Nice. I mean, I didn't even realize that that was a thing. Like I remember going in if I ever went into Hot Topic back in this era. Yeah, he was everywhere.
You would see her.
Yeah, cultural phenomenon for goth girls. And probably still kind of is. Like now that we're talking about it right now, I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights later tonight. I may like just out in public, I may just see an Invader Zim thing. Like that's how the world works. Once you hear a word, you'll hear that word a lot more now. So that's cool. It seems science fiction dark comedy. So yeah, it probably still does hold up. And 2001 too. That's crazy.
I think they came out with a movie recently for it. Like fans were really interested, so they came out with a movie or something.
Nice.
Yes,
Right now, I'll just give you some of the ratings.
Yeah.
100% Rotten Tomatoes,
See?
8.4 out of 10 on IMDb, and then Google users 95%. So this show seems like I'm missing out on. So I'm going to refresh the app. I don't want to swipe right or left. Seems like it'd be a disservice if I did either because I don't know much about it. So I might have to give this one a shot.
So
yeah,
the
there's a film.
comic,
There's a
the
comic?
comic is actually Johnny the homicidal maniac.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it looks
Oh.
very fucked up.
Oh,
Johnny the homicidal maniac.
Yep.
He has some
Whoa.
visuals.
Does this look like heaven?
Yeah, this is some creepy shit.
But this is all the same art style.
Oh yeah,
Just
but yeah, neat.
I really like it when a creator has like that kind of basis of like animation, like regular show.
Mm.
The guy who does regular show, now he's doing that other show. You know what I'm talking about, Grant?
Yep. I can't remember the name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, the same kind of style that he does throughout his career, but it's like different. Oh, it's the same thing with Rick and Morty, like Rick and Morty, and then you got Solar
Opposite. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Ren and Stimpy is another good one too. Like that art style is pretty iconic with him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's called Close
Close
Enough.
enough.
Did you watch that, Darren?
I have not. No,
It's really
never even
good.
heard of it.
Oh yeah, it's really good. Apparently, it just ended this year. That sucks.
Yeah, well, there's 3 seasons. It's not bad.
Wow, it ended in April this year. I haven't seen season 3 yet, but yeah, like man, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent here. Did you know that the guy who did regular show was also a creative director for Camp Lazlo and The Misadventures of Flapjack?
I knew that he was involved with those shows. Yeah.
Really? I did not know that. Okay, that's
Ian,
cool.
did you know that this is a Nickelodeon episode?
Sorry. You are
I'm
correct.
just kidding. No, dude.
No, yeah, you're good. You're good. Keep me on my toes.
But I think
Johnny the homicidal maniac.
I think that creator though, he did meet like a lot of those people who worked on those shows. I think like through UCLA or they all met like in art school for a majority of them, and that's how he started getting picked up on. Oh, which is cool. Cool
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
But swipe right for me on this one for
Who's it
sure.
gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh my god, we have Dora the Explorer on here. I didn't even realize. And now it's gonna land on it. Oh my god. What?
Spoke it into existence, folks.
Whoa.
Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer.
Where's the mountain?
Good job,
Man,
bro.
I was just about to say Puss in Boots. That's not. It's fucking. What's his name?
You thinking of
Boots. His just name is Boots. I was gonna say Puss in Boots. His name is just Boots, right?
Yep.
Okay. Dora the Explorer. All right.
Boots was a goat.
man. Huh?
Boots was a goat. He was a good.
I think he was a monkey actually.
Oh,
No, he's the goat. Yeah, man. He had to deal with that fucking Dora. God damn. High pitched voice ass.
Dora couldn't see for anything, bro. Like she'd always be coming to us to ask like where stuff was, and it's like it's right behind you. Just look.
Dora.
And we had to do the work for that show. Like we carried that show, the audience, not her.
Yeah. And where the hell are your fucking parents?
Exactly. Or your madre y papa. Because
Exactly.
it's Spanish.
You are correct. Did you learn any Spanish from this show?
I fell down. Not really. Shit, my chair. Not really. Sorry, my chair fell down for a second.
You're good.
I learned colors. I learned like azul. I learned verde. I learned rojo. I learned that.
Yeah.
Ask me anything else, and I will probably die.
Yeah, exactly. Just like she probably did because her parents were not active in her life. So she died in the forest because her best friend was a monkey in a backpack.
And the map.
No.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
And the map. You are right. Did you ever watch the live action?
No.
Yeah.
You know, if you look up how did Dora die, it says while others suggest that Dora was suffering from a kidney illness and was suffering from a kidney illness and was never treated for it. So she died.
Was this in the live action movie?
Apparently, it became a TikTok trend, and it's just at the head of Google if you search that.
Huh. Huh.
All right.
I like the song at the end of the episodes. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, vamos Simo. That was fun.
Yeah. Did you feel like it was more of a no, Dora, I did it because I did all the work?
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I felt watching it. I don't know what I swear if the live action movie had that. Apparently the live action movie did like just okay, but you know, it's a kids movie still. I
Yeah.
don't know what people were expecting with that, but if the live action movie had that though, where she turned to us to ask as the audience, I would have walked out that theater.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, it didn't really do that well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was more of a like it was just doing the heartstring card, you know, like just appealing to, oh, remember this show?
And
So
it's
yeah.
who's
Are
the
you gonna
movie for?
what was that?
Who's the movie for?
Yeah, exactly. So if you had to swipe right or left on, or no, who would you choose between the map, boots, or the backpack?
What the boots. I'll swipe on my boy Boots. That backpack could hold anything in it though. Like that was a good backpack. That's like some art. That's a backpack you would get at like REI co-op or something like that.
No,
Military grade backpack that Dora has operating with, man. I'm just saying.
okay. So as a whole, as Dora the Explorer as a whole, are you going to swipe izquierda y derecha?
Fuck out of here.
I had to stall while I looked that up.
Chupas mis bolas. Stupid.
I'm
Yes.
gonna
Estúpido.
I'm gonna okay, just for for the sake of yes, I watched this as a kid, and yes, I enjoyed it during my time. I'm gonna swipe derecha.
Derecha. Me.
See. That was glad I got you with that one. Ooh, I got myself with
Who's
that
it
one.
gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
We still got some heavy hitters on this list as well.
We really do.
Speaking
Ah,
of which, My Life as a Teenage
yeah.
Robot.
I
Pretty-
like the art style on this one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. It was I'm trying to remember if another show had a similar art style. I can't remember, but
This looks this okay. I mean, I know this is a Nickelodeon episode, but the art style kind of reminds me of like Dexter's.
I could see it
Yeah.
with the bold lines and everything like that. Yeah.
Do you think that that dude had any chance of getting with her?
Oh, that one guy. I feel like yeah, there was like the hidden romance. It's kind of like we're not even on Disney, but it's like Ron and Kim Possible, you know, like
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like that's where they're kind of like going with it. I don't remember if in the show they actually do ever get together. There might have been like a prom episode where they hinted at it. No, it was a really great show. The characters were fun. Art style was great.
I
remember-
think you brought up, sorry to interrupt. I think you
Very good.
brought up a great comparison. Do you think Kim Possible brought along My Life as a Teenage Robot? Like, do you think the popularity, and I'll give you some dates.
Mhm,
Kim Possible came out in 2002.
mhm.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, 2003.
Really?
Very similar aspects. Like they have that weird, like that love relationship. The dudes let me look at this. I'm not gonna share a screen or anything,
Yeah.
but the dudes look the same, kind of like Ron Stoppable and the guy from My Life as a Teenage Robot. They look very similar. Like, do you think that was their version of, we got to have a popular female character with a quirky love interest guy?
I think so in that case. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're comparing dates like that, I feel like yeah, they would have pitched something similar to each other. I don't think they like thought about the love interest stuff like so deep into it.
Oh yeah, probably not that. But wasn't
like because like both of the premises are pretty distinct from each other, but I think they still wanted to have like, okay, we need like a badass like woman here to like, and it was a great show too as well that came out. So I like them both. Yeah.
yeah. Did you did you know that My Life as a Teenage Robot, or Teenage Robot, abbreviated MLAATR? If-
Who's really saying malatter?
Yeah.
Who's saying malatter in a sentence?
Hey guys, this is second grade. Did you catch that new episode of MLAATR last night?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
There were some
Yeah.
good standout episodes from the show.
Hmm.
There was the one where like the professor like gives her like a skin, like human skin, so that way she could fit in more. But then the skin becomes alive and tries to like take her over.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was like that was one of the creepiest episodes that I remember.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Wow.
I think it came back as well too in another episode, but
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Do we want to
Oh,
make
easy
this
swipe right,
one-
by the way.
Oh yeah, swipe right. Do we want to make this one of the last ones?
Like that one more spin.
Yeah, one more spin.
One more spin.
Okay, and then we'll just do a quick. We don't have to do a speed round, but we can just do a. We'll talk about whatever we haven't.
Little
quick,
recap.
Yeah. All right. Final spin of the episode.
Some good ones.
And this final spin of the episode is brought to you by Roman. No. Get Roman ready if your dick doesn't work.
Hymns.
Oh, let's go.
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh. All right. Are you swiping left or right on Drake or Josh? No.
In this current climate or before?
We can go both, like I think I know where you're going with it. Like, are you gonna say you're gonna swipe? This is how I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Swipe right on Drake back in the day,
Yeah.
but you got to swipe left on him right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Apparently Drake was also like a pretty big dick to Josh as well, like in real
Really?
life. Yeah, back in the day, like he like didn't want to hang out with him at all. Like, and even though they were like co-stars together, they never really hung out. It was just like all about the show for Drake. Josh Peck seems like an actual like good, nice guy.
Yeah. He's a YouTuber now. Does a lot of movies. I like him. Seems like a good guy. He came out with a book recently as well.
Really about like the whole Nickelodeon experience or like something like that.
I don't know what it's about.
Like biography.
I think it's an autobiography. But yeah, came out with a book. Let's see. Theme song.
Oh,
Um,
goated.
thinking about it right now. Like, do you remember those portable CD players?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad burned me a CD and it had like all the the songs that I liked on it, and I definitely know one of them was the Drake and Josh theme song.
In our car back in the day, because one of our cars like had the DVD player in it. I had the movie Drake and Josh Go to Hollywood, and I would watch that constantly. Like I remember certain scenes are still like burned into my head from the movie. The movie was crazy. They were like counterfeiting money, and Drake and Josh like stopping like it's some FBI type level stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, good show. Great.
Definitely. I really liked. I can remember a few good episodes. I remember the one with the Bobo.
The orangutan.
Yeah.
That one was wild. That guy was gonna eat a monkey.
Yeah. Oh
was
man.
the one I was thinking of too, man. Like,
Yeah, for real. That was a good one. I actually have a just a small story about Drake Bell. I went to this Comic Con back in like 2014 or 15. He was at that point the voice of Spider-Man on one of those like animated Spider-Man shows.
Mhm.
And we're like my dad and I were like trying to figure our way. Like it was we got there right in the morning, so like everyone was still kind of setting up. So we went into this one room and we realized that, oh shit, we shouldn't be in here. But it was Drake Bell in that room, and he was like in the corner tuning his guitar. So I can say that I've been in the same room as Drake Bell just for a second or two. But yeah, I'm not proud of that anymore. Yeah. But I mean the show itself, I'll swipe right on.
yeah, it gave Miranda Cosgrove like her career as well too with iCarly.
Miranda Cosgrove, you got Jerry Trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the movie theater. The movie theater was the shit where they worked.
Yeah,
Those uniforms. Yeah, man.
there were some fun ones. Oprah, she was in there. Didn't they run
Yeah, no,
over
they
Oprah?
always talked about Oprah because wasn't Josh obsessed with Oprah?
I think so.
Josh
Yeah.
hit Oprah with his car.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, good shit. That's a good one to end on. Swipe like the wheel wise.
Yeah.
Uh
Right on the show. It was fun
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what we missed. That's a big one. Do we want to talk about SpongeBob really quick at all?
Do you want to just like speed out, like finish up the thing? You know,
Like easy
Like,
swipe right.
you guys vote.
We'll
Yeah.
speed. We'll speed spin. Speed swim. Go, Darin.
Go.
Hit it. We'll do like a swipe right, swipe left on each one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just like not even talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time rush.
Right.
Soft right.
Okay.
What's the
They're coming back. They're coming back, you know,
Oh,
like
coming back.
they just
Music.
did that concert. Yeah.
Music right, but show soft right.
Yeah.
Hey Carly. Right.
iCarly, right. Yeah. I mean, I even watched the new one. So I like iCarly.
I still need to see it.
It's really good. Good. Sorry, I shouldn't have said really good. I like Jerry Trainer a lot.
Music right.
Spencer's great. Hey Arnold.
Soft right, or I'm reclosing the app. It was an okay show. Cool characters. I like them.
Yeah. I'll swipe left.
Fair.
Ooh, heavy hitter, man.
Big right. You
Big right.
super liking it.
Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender, big right as the wheel's spinning. I didn't watch it as a kid. I watched it 2 years ago for the first time, and I binged that shit. It was awesome.
Good. So great storytelling.
Yeah,
Penguins. I'll give it a right.
I'll give it Penguins of Madagascar. I'm gonna give it a right as well. I watched that show a lot before school in the mornings.
I always saw it in doctors' offices, stuff like that.
Nice. That's dentists.
Yeah. Fairly Odd Parents. The early seasons, swiping right on. The new ones, dog water, swiping left.
Ouch. Yeah, basically anything. You can continue, by the way. Basically anything after Cosmo and Wanda had a daughter. I'm like,
Yeah, no, it
That's-
just didn't.
yeah. I'll swipe right on the earlier seasons as well. Cat Dog.
It's not the right. It was. I remember watching some of the episodes, but yeah.
Yeah. Cat Dog. Yeah, soft right as well. Like good memories, but not a lot of them.
Not a heavy hitter.
Yeah. Not a heavy hitter like Blue's Clues.
Oh, golden.
Yeah, man. Did you saw what happened where he's like, I know I've been gone for a while. Like you saw that video? That hit at some heartstrings. Yeah.
But no, I watched that show way too much as a kid.
Yeah. My grandma likes to bring up that I would call it Booze Clues.
Aw.
I wouldn't say the L.
Rugrats.
Early Rugrats.
What's wrong with the new? Are you talking about like the ones where they're teenagers or
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're early Rugrats.
Yeah.
Big swipe
Yeah.
right.
Swipe. We're swiping right on some kids and not some teenagers. Oh no.
Let's talk to Drake Bell.
Danny Phantom.
Yo, Jenny Fenton, he was just 14 when his parents failed. Very strange machine designed to build a world unseen. It's gotta catch him all because he is Danny Phantom. Easy swipe right.
Swipe right. I mean, you got the meme nowadays with the goth e-girls.
Sam, yeah.
And what's this one gonna land on? It's the last one.
Bum Bob Bear Bands.
Bum Bum Wumbo. I'm sad kind of that we didn't talk about this one in depth.
No, I mean it's a goated show. There are so many iconic moments.
Yeah.
So many great characters too. And the movies were pretty good. I mean the first one was the best, the heavy hitter. Like I remember seeing that in theater.
Grant, you just sent me that TikTok today, I think. Let me see. Let's see if I can play it into my mic.
Okay.
Hey guys, let's go watch the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, 2004. 2 hours later. Good movie. I thought it was all right. I want to ask you, Ringo. Hey,
You just sent that to me. So that's perfect.
Great timing.
Yeah. Like it was a good movie. We're talking about the one with the crown, correct?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Hell yeah. I love SpongeBob, man. Like I know parents probably didn't because of his voice and everything, but gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. The later seasons got like more creepier and creepier with like random gore or like body mutilation.
Boys.
The new seasons got weird, but still a good show regardless. Funny as hell.
Yeah, definitely.
But with that, folks, this has been another great episode. Ian, Darin, any final thoughts on these Nickelodeon shows that shaped our lives and our childhoods?
Whoa. Darin?
That's it's a hard question. I think you guys covered a lot of good stuff here today. SpongeBob definitely has shaped a lot of our humor. I'd say a lot of these shows have shaped a lot of our interest in humor that we still pay attention to this day. So, so it's cool to look back and see them all.
I can go into a bar and I can yell out Krakatoa and everybody will somehow know that and I won't feel alone.
Exactly. Yeah. Brings a sense of community.
Exactly. Exactly, indeed. Man, we should have gotten Noel on this one.
You would have.
He's coming over to my house later to fix my car.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Nice. He's
my brake pads are fucked, so he's gonna help me on that.
Nice. He's coming up on this Saturday for a concert. Him and Maya are gonna stay over the night.
Oh yeah.
Be fun.
Boys got to come up soon. We'll do an episode in person.
That'd be fun,
right? I've done an episode in person with Grant. I've never done one in person with you, Darin. I actually never met you.
Yeah, who are you again?
I don't know. We hired on Craigslist.
It's all an ad in the paper. Just thought I'd reach out.
Oh man, but great episode. I just realized we're still recording, but I loved it. We'll see you guys next time. Any final?
Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah.
Bye.